Hello there everyone, welcome back to yet another supplemental here on Thomas & Friends Home Media Reviews. This episode is on another print of Daisy and Other Stories, a title that I struggle to say every single time because it's a hard D at the beginning. Daisy. There, I said it without stuttering there. So, if you recall, this is the 1993 print of Daisy and Other Stories that we took a look at back in the OG HMR. There's your spine. Just a quick refresher of what this looked like and how trashed it is. I have not gone and tried to pick up a newer copy in better shape. I've just held on to this one, even though its case, it's seen better days. Of course, you can see that there. There's the tape. However, there were other prints of this release. There was a Time Life version in 1994, as with a lot of releases. And there was a late 90s reprint in 1995 that of course, had that late 90s reprint style to the box and such. And that's actually the copy I have today to show you. This is Daisy and Other Stories from 1995. Up there at the top, all aboard for Magical Adventures with Thomas and his friends, the Bert Allcroft logo, Thomas the Tank Engine Friends, Daisy and Other Stories. And you'll notice the screenshot has changed. This one you've got Daisy at the station with the passengers, and this one you've got Daisy in the freight shed, I believe it is, when she's smiling and is like, "This is better, but whatever is that rubbish?" My impression is spot on. Do not criticize me, or else I will burn down the nearest Catholic orphanage. Storyteller George Carlin down there at the bottom. I personally like this image of her more than this one. I don't know. This one just... it's more simple. It works more, I think, with the simplistic artwork of the late 90s reprints. Aside, Thomas retracts underneath, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Daisy and Other Thomas Stories, Bert Allcroft logo. The back screenshot has not been changed. It's the same, except it's been color corrected. It's kind of brighter and more vivid than its 1993 counterpart. Interesting there. Live action animation, barcode, distributed by Anchor Bay. There's your blurb. And then there's your story stops in the weird kind of thought bubble-esque way that it presents itself. I've never been a fan of this on these reprints. I've always preferred this just simple box that lists your stories in the way that they're supposed to be viewed on the tape. This is just like, blah. Who knows what order they actually go in. And then there's your copyright information down there on the bottom. There is your tape in the style of the late 90s reprints and the 90s OG prints, like with Thomas and the Special Letter and Thomas Meets the Queen. So I can't say I own every copy of Daisy that's ever been put out. I do own the Percy Takes the Plunge DVD, so I have this on DVD. That's actually a previous supplemental, previous to this one, so if you want to see a full-depth review on that, check that out after this video is done. Self-advertisement there. I am missing the Time Life though, however. I don't have the Time Life copy, which sucks because the Time Life ones are pretty rare. The most common one, the one that I have, is Trust Thomas, and I don't have the Time Life version of this. I'm not even going to try to say that title. So with all that being said, I'm going to wrap things up here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, good night everybody.